I think I've grown a lot with the deep balls, huh? Don't we think? Yeah? That was probably a subtle jab, but it was a jab. Huh? So I would say the deep ball. And then I can continue to get better on the deep ball.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Salty Tua out here bringing the smoke, roasting Brian Flores and all of the Tua haters out there. The day after the big trade for Bradley Chubb and Jeff Wilson, Mike McDaniel and Chris Grier made it official. Tua Tagovailoa is QB1 and will be for the foreseeable future for the Miami Dolphins. Both Mike McDaniel and Chris Grier both dropped serious bombs in their press conferences today. I knew it. I said it yesterday in my video. Some people doubted it, but I knew it. That with this trade, they were basically saying that Tua Tagovailoa is QB1 moving forward. They cleared their draft picks, they went all in, and Tua is QB1.
All transactions are obviously made with the quarterback situation in the front or back of your mind. So by not having first round picks next year, has your perspective on a question you answered before the season for us altered? The question was, of course, can Tua be elite? Now that you have some more evidence, what do you think?
I will say we are very, very happy with how Tua's playing and what he's done for us. It's been really exciting to watch him, blossom on and off the field. He does so much work here behind the scenes that people don't see in terms of all the stuff to prepare to make himself take that leap. And him and Mike, the work, their connection is really special. I think you guys kind of feel it being around them. And it's been really fun watching them and, that's why we drafted him where he did, we believed. And so we're very, very happy with him.
Yeah, let's knock it up for Chris.
There you go. Chris Grier just said he felt comfortable using the Dolphins draft capital to go all in on Bradley Chubb and get Jeff Wilson as integral part of the Dolphins defense and offense moving forward with Tua Tagovailoa at the helm. And if this is a problem with you, hey, bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. This is Tua's team. Now it's official. Tua is getting his bag at the end of this season, and it doesn't really matter how this season plays out. Mike McDaniel, Chris Grier, and obviously Stephen Ross are playing the long game. They have fully bought into Mike McDaniel's ideology. They have fully staked everything on Tua Tagovailoa being QB1. So you got to deal with it. End of story. Done deal. All you Tua haters out there can eat a nice, big, collective, steamy pile of Tua Tagovailoa is QB1. There is no controversy. God willing, blessing him with health. He is that dude. If you aren't a Tua fan, you might as well learn to deal with it or find another team to root for. Mike McDaniel just said it.
You've been committed to Tua since you got here, but us as media, we see this trade, we see you guys giving up a first-round pick for 2023, and we see that as sort of doubling down, as we talked, and being all in on Tua as your quarterback. Are we thinking about this trade in the correct way of what it means as it relates to Tua?
No, it's a good question. We all agree with that? We all feel that way? Well, yeah, I would say you're right on all fronts that from the get-go that I've fully seen Tua as our quarterback for this team and this franchise. I think he's an unbelievable talent, and so I guess in a roundabout way, I think that implication. I think that's fair, but that it's not something that we all of a sudden rethought after he had a good game. This is something that since I've been here, I've kind of known, and we've been able to operate with that in mind, with all the things that we've done.
But you don't believe me? You think I edited the video and just showed you a part of what he had to say? Well, listen to this.
I want to ask another big picture question. Now that you have answer a quarterback going forward? How freeing is that as an organization to know that the most important question's been answered for you guys?
No, it's, I mean, yeah, you're in those conversations, and I've been on both sides of them, but you're firmly on one side of the fence or the other, and it does change how you're able to big picture operate. I think it influences it. It doesn't like dictate it, but it's you still teams win, individuals don't. But when you're in the search, you can. It's a difficult place to be in, and there is some clarity with regard to being very, very confident in your starting quarterback.
Ride or die, baby. And here's something else he said. I also told you that Mike McDaniel was building a team culture here. And this culture requires, no, it demands that you fully embrace it or you won't be here. Listen as he talks about how Bradley Chubb fits in.
You have a team that is having, is having a season that they're very much in the mix of everything. That's winning football games more than they're losing. And then you add a quality NFL player or players, and if they're the right type of people, if they're the right type of personality, bringing that juice in. They also, players have different experiences themselves. I think it rejuvenates them in the middle of the season. There is an energy that's positive because you get a sense of team, and people are thinking about what we can do. It's a new individual to them. All these players in the locker room, new individuals to them. So it forces you to think about team.
Then he mentions how Jeff Wilson was welcomed by the Dolphins family.
He's a guy that is magnetic. He's very focused on football, has a nature of playing football that I think help or affects his teammates in a positive manner. He's a physical guy that you can count on to bring that physicality and tone sets in that regard. Great teammate, and he's a guy that doesn't. You always really gravitate towards people that expect nothing given to them and enjoy the process of earning stuff, and that's the way he's always been. He's been around very competitive backfields. He's always rooted for his teammates and been the locker room is one of the locker room's favorite players, while also trying to do his best and whatever he can to help the team. So I couldn't be happier with the person that we're bringing to the Dolphins.
I know there's a lot of people out there in the media who despise Tua Tagovailoa. There are a lot of people who call themselves Dolphins fans who don't want Tua as QB1. There are even a few YouTubers out here masquerading as Dolphins fans who don't want Tua Tagovailoa as QB1. Imagine that. All I can say at this point is get over yourselves. The Dolphins are building a team with Tua Tagovailoa at the helm that can challenge in the playoffs for years to come. I knew I was right. I just had a feeling that something big was brewing with this team. And now it's 100% confirmed. The franchise is finally rid of the Brian Flores disease, and the Dolphins dodged a huge bullet with the Deshaun Watson madness. And now they can also put that Tom Brady craziness in the rearview mirror as well. We know that Tua Tagovailoa is an elite QB and a great person. I know that some of you will remain Tua haters. You may even get more hateful towards Tua Tagovailoa, but that's fine. Go ahead. Go for it. Keep whining. I only have one thing to say to you.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
If you like this video, there's going to be a couple more videos that you can check out right here. And if you want to win tickets to the Cleveland Browns game here at home in South Florida, go to windolphintickets.com. Windolphinstickets.com. Talk to you soon. Fins up.
Is anybody catching on to this Barry guy?